Mario, once again, today is Monday, August 11, 2025. I just did a video and it seems like my phone is listening to some keywords in my video that it ended up shutting off on me. It's interesting, those are the ghosts of these new technologies that are employed that just people don't realize that it is embedded in our devices here. So I'm going to attempt to do this video again. I mentioned that I was comparing in terms of this device that I'm showing here. This is a mechanical stabilizer for a helicopter that I did for one of my helicopters that I've been showing recently, so that I can minimize dependence on the electronic stabilization. I favor these mechanical stabilizers. Been favoring them since I came to know of these back in the mid 70s. When I embarked on radio control helicopters and I was doing my own designs, I employed a lot of these mechanical stabilizers on my helicopters, not only on the main rotors but also on the tail rotors, and they work beautifully, provided that it's done properly. So to me, a mechanical stabilizer is something that I can rely on more than an electronic one. An electronic one, because this is a tangible part. This is something that you can see, you can feel, it works is a real part. It's a full, complete, real mechanical part. Electronic stabilization, because that needs to be programmed, and everything is done by algorithms and a lot of math. I cannot rely on that because anything can go wrong in electronic stabilization. You lose you lose power, you lose one control bit, or something happens to the code. That's it. You lose that control. So for me, this is more of a something that I can rely on. I was comparing this in my other video that I said got was closed automatically by my phone here. I was comparing this to how I like to rely on this versus electronic stabilization, analogous to how one can rely on artificial intelligence. You know, Artificial intelligence basically is something that you need to be careful with, because if you rely too much on that, it basically minimizes the ability of a human being to think for himself, herself, and to be able to develop those skills necessary, to be able to control your whatever it is that you're trying to control from a physical standpoint. When you let AI, for example, do your website, or you let AI do your a book or something, you're basically removing the skills from the human being to think on his own, her own, and you're letting an artificial intelligence do that for you. What happens what is a detriment with that is that human beings become less and less involved in their own control of their own lives, destiny, and things that they do. So it's very nefarious, from that point of view. Something that I urge that if you're watching this video, you keep that in mind. Same thing with self-driving cars. I don't trust self-driving cars. I would never buy a self-driving car because I like to have control of my the things that I personally feel they need human control. And once again, like I was saying, AI, doing a book for you, or letting it do your website for you, or doing paintings for you, or doing music for you, that element is that human element gets lost. And it's obvious, for those that know how to recognize AI. I mean, I can see videos on YouTube that come up, or all these ads, that I know right away that that's an AI created image, because the image looks a little bit funky, a little too real to be real. And once you learn to recognize that, you can tell that even the deep fakes that are out there. So from that perspective, in terms of mechanical stabilization, I am pro mechanical stabilization versus electronic stabilizers. And so that was the purpose of this video here. And that's I wanted to talk about these devices here. And this is one that I just developed for my I mean, it's nothing new. It's basically, your fly bar with tip weights. This would be with the tip weights would be what is called a belt stabilizers, and with the paddles, as seen on many of the early on and up to even to today, the helicopters, rear control helicopters, they use those paddles. That is the Hiller stabilizer mechanism that allows you not only for the rotor to become stable, but also controllable, because you're controlling the helicopter by pitching the angle in reference to the angle of the angle of attack of the blade of the paddle, which allows it to tilt one way or another, and that's the way you control the helicopter's direction. So, mechanical stabilization for me is there's no substitute. Mario once again with MIA Microflight. Stay tuned for more.